What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Gulf Coast Premodern Gameplay Series. In today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at Bobby playing New England Threshnought, taking on Eric playing classic Blue Stiflenought. Let's jump into the deck techs. First up, we have me, Bobby, playing New England Threshnought. This is a wild take on the classic Dreadnought strategy. I'm looking to play things like Nimble Mongoose and Werebear, and taking advantage of spells like Vision Charm in ways that the opponent may never see coming. On the other side of the table, we have Eric playing Mono Blue Stiflenought. The once boogeyman of the format, Eric is looking to land a Phyrexian Dreadnought and back it up with lots of free protection spells and get in over the course of a couple of turns. Now that you know more about the players and the decks they're playing, let's get into the action. All right, man, we are back again, and we're gonna take a watch on the video or the match that I played in, actually. So this is gonna be me and Eric Beck playing some magic here. I'm on the Threshnought build, popularized by Jerry and Pat and myself, and Eric is playing classic Mono Blue Stiflenought.
Ooh, the villain.
Eric on the play, gonna start off with an island and a portent. Say go.
Yep. And he sees the Dreadnought.
Yep. Pass, he'll draw on my upkeep, and then pass back to me. I have a predict off the top. I'll play an island and a portent of my own.
That portent art looks funny.
It's not actually portent art. So that's a card called Dream Cache, and what I did was I peeled the art off of Dream Cache and applied it to a portent.
I don't blame you. The portent art is not one of my favorites.
Yeah, I agree. It's beautiful and it's cool in its own right, but it just doesn't fit the vibe that I was after. I mean, you could tell by I'm using Portal 3 simplified Chinese basics, and you'll see the City of Brasses are altered, the bolts are altered, and I just wasn't feeling the vibe of that. But anyway, so it looks like we got a Dreadnought on Eric's side, stifled. I've got a handful of cards. I got 8 in hand. And figuring out, how do I not die here?
Do any of them deal with Dreadnought is the question you need answered.
I don't believe so. For now, I'm going to portent, and I think I'm just going to try to draw. Yeah, there's a Vision Charm, which is good. Okay. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave the 2 Vision Charms because I'm thinking, well, I just bought myself 2 turns. Draw on his upkeep and stop him in his upkeep. Take 1, 2... Put your dude down. Okay. That's going to get foiled. No problem. I'm going to take 12 here. But I had to go for it, right? So he drew for turn. It's an island. Now he's going to get in for 12.
12.
You got it. Yep, you got it. I go down to, I think, 6 or 7. Yeah.
7, yeah.
Now, I've got, let's see, what do I have in hand? I've got another Vision Charm. Play out a forest. I've got a bolt. I've got a Memory Lapse and a Vision Charm. And in his upkeep, I'm going to attempt to buy myself another turn. He is going to cast a Thwart by returning 3 islands to his hand.
Yep. Typical Dreadnought match there.
Yeah, it's over in 2 turns, man. But I can't say anything because I'm doing the same thing on the other side. And Eric knows about it. Thank you. I like to think so too. Now I'm on the play. Going to take a look at my 7. So it looks like I've got a hand with no lands in it. So that's going to instantly go right back.
And by the way, no shade to Eric. Just obviously,
no,
we're not a big fan of the Dreadnought deck.
Of the Mono play out the shrimp and then protect it. Yeah. No shade to Eric at all. He's a cool dude. Enjoy having him come out. Glad that he's able to make it down to Sarasota. We met him in Tampa. He's actually related to Nolan, the guy who runs the Tampa one that we do. So No, shouts out to Eric, man. Eric's a cool dude. Always have a great time playing with him. So, hoping for a little bit better of a hand. I'm on one land here with a Portent, and I've got the Dreadnought stuff and an Annul. So I'm like, I guess I just have to go keep this, hope I Portent into something good. I'm thinking if I should put back the Werebear and keep the Lapse, and that's what I decide to do.
Makes sense.
So I'm just going to start with, yeah.
If you're on the Dreadnought plan, I think you just want to try and protect the Dreadnought.
So they're just going to fetch out the island, deciding if I want to cast the Portent or leave up the Annul. Obviously, it's going to make more sense for me to cast the Portent. So going to go ahead and do that.
Does he find the land? He does.
Oh, yeah. And I think I stack it in this way because I want 2 in a row, and I didn't want to shuffle off the predict. So I'll do it this way. Glad to grab 2 lands, set myself up to be able to go Dreadnought plus a little protection. Eric gonna Portent as well here.
Putting a Daze to the top, it looks like.
Yeah.
Don't daze me, bro.
Mm-hmm. So all on tap. He'll draw the Daze. It's pretty good here. I think I'm content to just drop this out and pass the turn back. I don't think I went for it here. I may have. I think I might have. No, I just sent it back. So he's still protected. I don't think he has the Dreadnought in hand yet. He's just looking for it, so. I have a predict, I have the Dreadnought, so I'm going to go for it here, thinking... Probably not thinking. Probably should have just passed the turn back. Eric just deciding which counterspell he wants to use. Gonna Impulse first, see if he can find the foil.
I think he has a foil. I think he's looking for an island.
Oh, true. He's going to save the Daze. Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
Foil, discard islands.
So that's gonna happen. That gets countered. Sacrifices, no problem. And I'll say go. Eric, just drawing kind of just nothing. I'm going to fetch for an island here. I think I'm going to get rid of the predict. Oh, no, I already did that. I'm just going to fetch up the island here. Thin the deck a little bit.
Specifically, I played this deck when it was an actual deck. I don't Sam Black's version is trash.
I'd really like to see a Mongoose or something right now.
Yeah, that's what I was, I think, looking for. So I'm just going to pass here. I've got all counter magic in hand, and so does he. So we're just kind of going back and forth. I just picked up a Vision Charm for the turn. I'm going to try something interesting here. I'm going to predict the top of his deck, I think, because he hasn't had a land. So I think I hit predict, targeted him, and said island. He's going to figure out if that works, or he might counter it, but I get to draw a card if it resolves. So he's going to show me a Gush. It goes away. I draw anyway. I draw one. If I would have gotten it right, I would have drawn two.
Yeah. Oh, and there's the island.
There's the island. Yeah. So I'm thinking if I want to mill him here, I think. If he hadn't drawn a land, I think I probably would have liked it a little bit better, but I am going to do it anyway, just to spend my mana.
Yeah, I think for Eric, you might want to daze this.
Yep.
Daze is just getting worse as the game goes on.
For sure. And I think I'm happy to see that, because if I would have ended up catching a... So he just drew a card and then passed. I'm going to go for a Portent here. Predict and Naturalize. And I'm thinking I have got a lot of ways of dealing with that. So I think what I'm going to do is stack it in such a way that I draw the Naturalize on his turn, or on my when it goes back to me. So I'll draw the Predict. I'll play the land and pass back, draw on his turn. But on the end step, he's going to mill me.
I was like, it's a good trade. Yeah, no, it's good.
Which is interesting because I'm a threshold deck. So,
yeah. But I think you already have threshold, so
yeah, and I'm thinking this is a great opportunity for me to put that back on the top of his library and make his next turn a dead draw, and I still have an Annul held up. So that's I think what I'm thinking about, and I'm like, yeah, okay, you know what? I'm priced into it. You can draw that again next turn.
Yeah, I think that's probably pretty fair.
And he's gonna do it again. But I know his next turn is still a dead draw. So it was a Predict, the Naturalize, and a land. Yep.
But you're also pretty happy seeing most of those cards go away. Sure, you might want the Naturalize, but
yeah, I okay. And then I draw another land for turn.
Yeah.
This was the deck was being very unkind to me, and I drew another Predict. So I've seen 3 Predicts and a lot of lands for a hand that started off with 1 land.
Yeah. And
this is
you
where
have a dense amount of creatures, and you're just not seeing them.
Yeah, for sure. And I knew I put 1 Werebear to the bottom, but I shuffled the deck a few times. So, there's a Dreadnought, and I know he's just stacked with I can't even really do it. So I think I'm considering just trying to get cute with these Predicts. He's got the Dreadnought in hand.
Yeah, he just drew it, and we know he has a Vision Charm.
Yep. So I'm going to attempt to annul this.
Yeah. As one does.
Yep. And then we'll start a little counter war here. So he's going to... That's interesting, because that would... Okay, so he's gushing in response. Gush. Yeah. And I think I probably...
Oh, no. He's not gushing.
Oh, he's thwarting that.
Yeah. With 2 blue floating.
Yep. So now he's going to end up winning this counter war, because I'm going to... This is where I should not have done that. I should have waited and let that Dreadnought come in, and then when he tries to stifle it or Vision Charm it, then try to put the Vision Charm back, because he would only have 1 mana up, so regular Counterspell would be off the table, which he can still do, and he has one. But now he's thinking, do I want to foil that, or do I want to just... I guess he has to foil it, right? Because if he counterspells it, then his Dreadnought just dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he's just deciding what he pitches. He's going to get rid of the island and a counterspell because he has a second one. So that's all just going to happen. With that trigger, he's going to use 1 and Vision Charm it. And now I believe is when I try to predict and draw a Daze. Maybe, but he has the mana. Yeah. Oh, no, I couldn't because he had the 1 to pay for it. So
yeah,
I knew that was just going to happen. He loses the mana. That's phased out. And I think I need to pick up exactly Vision Charm here. I'll pull a Naturalize, which is great.
Yeah, I don't know if he has another foil or if he even has enough cards to foil it.
And then in his upkeep here, before he draws, I'm going to Ouch. And Naturalize.
You got it.
That'll happen.
That's a dead shrimp.
Yep. And he'll draw an island for turn and say go. So now
I think he
his
has
hand is...
Counterspell Vision Charm.
Yep. And I've got the Dreadnought combo, and I'm like, okay, so we just had a nasty counter war. What are the chances, right? So I go for it here. And here's Counterspell. And then I believe I respond to that by casting the Predict here.
I'm going to name.
I'm trying to think if I had seen either of our hands or our decks. I haven't. There's a creature. I draw a Fling. So, and if I had another red source, I could have just flung the Dreadnought. But I had unfortunately saved the point of damage by tapping my Shivan Reef, which was really dumb. I should have just tapped a island and left the Shivan Reef up.
That's fine. Good. Yeah, I technically didn't board out. I didn't reset the deck.
And I think I
Annul's
just drew an
not bad.
Annul. Yeah, Annul's okay.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I don't think either of us are in any running.
He's got 3 threats left in his deck.
I'll pass.
He draws a Portent here, it looks like. Yep.
Yep. Portent E. Looking for shrimps.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like,
There's one. So he's
There's a
going to
shrimp.
go ahead and put that on the top. I really wish I had a Vision Charm here.
isn't really
Oh, yeah.
what I wanted.
That would have been great.
There is red mana available. Yeah,
I think we were just discussing at what phase of the turn we were in. I draw a Nimble Mongoose, many turns too late, but it's a 3/3.
Sure.
I'm going to sacrifice this Yavimaya Coast. I'll cast it again on my Razor's Blade.
Draw.
So now Eric's got the combo in hand. I believe he's got Vision Charm, Foil, Dreadnought, Impulse.
Shroud and Threshold +2/+2? Yes.
Yeah, but I don't think he can go for it here.
You got it?
No, he can't. He's happy to just send it back, Impulse. There's a Vision Charm.
Sure.
I'll go to combat, hit you for 3,
Go to 17.
and pass back. Impulse, no problem. There's a Vision
Gush will do it.
Charm and a Gush, yeah.
Gush is what he needs, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, you can see he's pulling that to the top. Yeah, because that effectively puts him up a mana, right? Because he floats, then returns, plays a land. Now he's got 3 mana.
And it means his foil's online.
Yeah,
Draw.
there's a Stifle. Yeah, so he drew a lot better than I did.
Gush. Gush is good. Cool. Draw 2.
And there's another foil and another island. So
Yeah. That's what happens when you build your deck in such a way that all your best draws or all your best cards are pretty cohesive. So there's an Annul. Let's get that out of the way.
Pitch.
yep. There's a
And
foil.
foil that.
Island.
Yep.
Hydroblast.
And use a Hydroblast
Yeah, that's good. Cool.
to cast it.
Loading. Stifle.
Seems
Here's
to
a
stifle that.
Stifle's good.
And I'm thinking, yep, that's just going to happen. So now I'm on draw, naturalize, or bust. There's a land. That's not going to do it. So I know I can take 12 and go to 3, or go to 2.
And then try and
But I could try to, yeah, in his upkeep, I could try to turn it off for a
Yep.
turn here. That'll work. Buy myself a turn. He's got a Stifle, so Stifle and Vision Charm in hand. Both pretty dead. And another land. Bang in for 3. Not block it anyway. Play a land.
Yeah.
Say go.
Phase back in? Yes.
That comes in. That's going to happen. He draws a Portent.
Go to combat. Swing.
Says Sitting in the idiot. Yep. Down to 2.
Yep. And here's where I'd be portenting you, Bobby.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, portents himself.
Yep. Portent me. Make sure that I don't draw any Hail Mary off the top.
Yep. Draw lands.
Oh, these are 2 relevant cards. Let's go ahead and shuffle that up.
Yeah, get that out of here.
Let's go ahead and shuffle it up, see what else you got in there.
Or put the relevant cards on top and try and vision charm them away.
That too. Now you're seeing the beauty of the Threshnought deck, man.
Yeah.
Now you're seeing why we do this.
Oh,
yeah, and there's
it was
another
already
land.
there.
And
Didn't
I
even have
said,
to portent you.
you win. Nope.
Good games.
Good games. Yep. That's a fun deck. I got to tell you, although it was a sort of an anemic showing from the Threshnought side of things, that has got to be the funnest deck I've ever piloted in any format. And I don't say that lightly. I love playing Domain Zoo in Modern. I love playing Delver and Legacy. I love those decks. But I really, really love Threshnought.
Yeah, it seems like your type of deck for sure. Just all the niche interaction points. It's a very cool deck, and it's unfortunate that you didn't see creatures earlier. I know you shuffled away at the Werebear at first, but going so many turns without seeing another creature, and when you have a relatively high amount of creatures, you know, if you would have just had a Nimble Mongoose stick 5 turns earlier, I think it would have been a different match.
For sure. But, you know, them's the beats, and that's how she goes. And that's
is the beats.
That's not how it's going to end for me. That's just how this one went. So we'll see. I'm gonna bring it back to the next monthly and see if I can't reclaim a little bit. And also shout out to Nolan for gracefully reminding everybody that I went from first to last, and I won the last event and came in last place at the next event with the same deck. So shouts out to Nolan for that.
That's why Nolan's a real one.
That's it, man. Got to keep you on your toes, you know. But all right, man, that was a good one. We're gonna get back to it, and I think we got another one coming up soon. So stay tuned.
Sounds good. All right, see you. Bye.
See ya.